right, listeners. So we're back with another deep dive, and today we've got some juicy stuff to unpack.
Yeah, juicy's a good word for it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been getting tons of messages from you all about this, and we knew we had to dig in.
It's really blown up, hasn't it?
Totally. And it's all about, you guessed it, Apple and their rumored plans for a home automation revolution.
Yeah, revolution might not be too strong a word from what we're seeing.
Right. And the thing that everyone seems most excited about is this HomeAd device.
Oh, yeah, the HomeAd. That's the name that keeps popping up.
Exactly. And we've seen those leaked renders, right?
Oh, yeah, the sleek little, what was it, like a rounded square kind of thing?
Yeah, like a futuristic-looking Apple TV remote almost.
Right, exactly, but supposedly way more powerful.
Oh, yeah, light years beyond just a remote.
Yeah.
And, our listeners are super curious about what this thing could actually do.
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Could this be the thing that finally makes smart homes, actually smart?
Haha. Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of the smart home stuff out there right now, it's
a bit of a mess.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Haha. I mean, between the clunky apps and the voice assistants that misunderstand you half the time.
Oh, tell me about it. I swear my smart speaker thinks I'm speaking Klingon sometimes.
Haha. Yeah, exactly. And then you've got like a different app for every single device in your house. It's just a headache.
Okay, so that brings us to the first really interesting tidbit that we pulled from these leaked documents, right?
Lay it on me.
All right, so get this. Apple is apparently going all in on making this home experience super user-friendly.
That makes sense. I mean, that's always been their thing, right? Making tech that just works.
Exactly, and one phrase that really jumped out at me from the documents was say goodbye to clunky smart home controls.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a shot across the bow of the current smart home landscape.
It is, and think about everything we just talked about, like all those pain points.
The app overload, the confusing interfaces, all that.
Right. What do you think they're really getting at here?
Well, it seems like they're aiming to fix the fundamental problem with smart homes, which is that they're just not that smart yet.
Oh, no.
Like they're more trouble than they're worth for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So if Apple can actually deliver on this promise of simplicity and intuitiveness,
yeah,
that could be a real game changer.
It could totally open up the smart home market to people who've been hesitant before.
Exactly, like people who are intimidated by the tech or just don't want to deal with the hassle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one piece of the puzzle.
Okay.
But there's another detail in these leaks that I think is really intriguing.
All right, I'm all ears.
So apparently Apple isn't just focusing on voice control with this HomeAd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're also building in a whole touch-based interface.
Huh, interesting. So you're saying it won't just be like talking to Siri?
Exactly. It seems like they're going for a what they call a multimodal approach.
Okay, multimodal
meaning you can control it with your voice or with touch, depending on what you prefer.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Right. And not only that, but the leak suggests that the HomeAd could actually learn your preferences over time.
Oh, wow. So like if you tend to use voice commands for the lights, but touch controls for the thermostat.
It'll pick up on that and kind of tailor the experience to you.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's getting into some next level personalization.
It really is. And it kind of gets back to that idea of making technology more human-centered.
Yeah. Instead of forcing us to adapt to the tech is adapting to us.
Exactly. Now, all that being said, there's one big question mark hanging over all of this.
Oh, what's that?
Well, the leaks indicate that Siri's not quite where it needs to be to really power this whole HomeAd vision.
Oh, so like Siri's still a bit of a weak link?
Yeah, apparently, and this is kind of juicy. The documents suggest that they don't expect Siri to be fully up to speed until like 2026.
Wow, so that's a few years out.
It is, and it kind of makes you wonder if maybe they're rushing this whole thing a bit.
Yeah, I mean, if voice control is going to be so central to this HomeAd experience.
But then Siri isn't ready yet.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a problem.
It's definitely something to keep an eye on. But here's the thing. The leaks also emphasize how strong the actual hardware and the iOS integration are going to be right out of the gate.
Oh, okay.
So it's possible that their strategy is to nail that user experience first. The touch controls, the sleek design, all that,
right,
and then continue to improve Siri in the background.
So it might not be perfect on day one, but they're laying a solid foundation.
Exactly. And, Apple's pretty good at iterating on their products.
They are. So they could release this HomeAd with a good but not great Siri experience.
And then keep refining it through software updates.
Okay, that makes sense. But you know what really has me scratching my head is this one line from the documents.
Okay.
So they describe this home ad as being, quote, the future of home control, end quote.
The future of home control, huh? That's a pretty bold claim.
It is, right. And it kind of makes you wonder what they're envisioning beyond just, the basic smart home stuff.
Right, because we've already got smart lights and thermostats and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what could they possibly mean by the future of home control?
Well, if we kind of connect the dots with everything else we've been talking about,
Yeah.
The multimodal control, the emphasis on personalization.
The AI-powered Siri.
Right. It seems like they're aiming for something much more ambitious than just convenience. Like, imagine a system that anticipates your needs before you even realize you have them.
Okay, so
Like your HomePod knows that you always preheat the oven to 400 degrees when you get home from work.
So does it automatically?
Exactly. Or maybe it analyzes your sleep patterns and adjusts the lighting and temperature in your bedroom for optimal rest.
Wow. So it's not just about controlling devices. It's about creating a truly intelligent living environment.
Right. And maybe even integrating with other aspects of our lives, like our health data, our calendars, our social media.
Okay, now that's getting really futuristic.
It is, but it's not outside the realm of possibility.
So Apple's really swinging for the fences with this one.
It seems that way, and, it'll be interesting to see if they can actually pull it off.
All right, so let's recap for our listeners what we've learned about Apple's rumored home ad device.
Let's shoot.
Okay, so first off, it seems like they're laser-focused on making this thing incredibly easy to use.
Yep, definitely addressing a major pain point in the smart home market.
And they're doing that through a combination of intuitive design and this multimodal approach to control.
Right, giving you the option to use voice or touch based on your preference.
And then there's the whole Siri thing, which is a bit of a wild card at this point.
Yeah, it's not clear if Siri will be ready for prime time when this HomeEd launches, but it sounds like Apple is committed to improving it over time.
And then, of course, there's that tantalizing hint that this is more than just another smart home gadget.
Right, they're calling it the future of home control, which suggests a much grander vision.
Exactly. And that leads us to a final question for you all to ponder.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
If Apple succeeds in making this home ad truly intuitive and personalized and deeply integrated into our lives,
Yeah.
could it fundamentally change how we interact with our homes? Could it make technology feel less like a tool and more like a partner in creating a comfortable and even joyful living space?
That's a great question, and one that I think we'll all be grappling with in the years to come.
Absolutely. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. Thanks for listening, and be sure to tune in next time for more insights into the ever-evolving world of tech.
See them. Bye.
Bye.